It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Chargers' superstar tight end. He torched the secondary last week with 144 yards. It's the Chargers and the Raiders on Monday Night Prime Time.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the LA Chargers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Now, during that run, an injury here, we got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. More from L.A. in a moment. This is 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Peters. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They go play action here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At their 48-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 21-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
And 3 yards to go.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 9th-year quarterback.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Stroud completes this out wide.
There he goes left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Finds his man. There's Jordy Madison.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 30 yards there. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Stroud sets up the play action.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. From the right hash in a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Here's the 2nd and 7. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
offense.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. They'll look to throw here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there.
And it's second down.
You look at this Raiders defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Back to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
Now Stroud. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Stroud on 3rd down now. That is caught.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
A give right side for Pacheco.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The Raiders at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
Now 2nd and 3. Here's Stroud. He gets it to Addison.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further.
It's a gain of 1 yard. Brings up 2nd
These two teams all tied after one. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Pacheco once more. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Isaiah Pacheco, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And he returns this to the 22. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over here up near the 40. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. And this one complete to Simpson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. They'll drop to throw. On the completion, this is Carey. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Simpson. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They're going to look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Pacheco headed right. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup. First down. Throwing now is Stroud. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's low. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Stroud to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, get me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Stroud out of the gun here.
And incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
3rd and goal, Stroud.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. A 10-play drive that time.
And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Now a throw here, hold in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That goes for a gain of 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And a second field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud looking to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Stroud off the play fake. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
The throwing again is Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
On 1st down, here's Stroud.
As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bradley.
And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where you see the final score there. Bryce Young, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Tua Tagovailoa, a touchdown pass in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We got a strong first half out of the running back, Isaiah Pacheco. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Stroud on third down now. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
He finds his man, complete. It's Bradley. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Stroud working out of the gun. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now here's a throw that's complete.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And Stroud now to throw. That pass taken in by Addison. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Over the middle, complete. That's low. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Raiders.
Here's Stroud. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
At the Chargers' 24-yard line.
Stroud. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here goes Stroud again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a fourth down. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Chargers offense back out and ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 3. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw again. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's low. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 35.
They went with their popular RPO on that play, and what they often tell their receivers, as soon as you get the ball, you've got to be like a punt return. You've got to make the first guy miss on your own, because if you do, big plays like that can result. He went a long way before they caught him.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Now, a quick throw there is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Again, it's Stroud. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Throwing now is Stroud. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throw left side complete. That's Nichols. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach,
and he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 1. Stroud. That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Quickly to Addison here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Gain of 12. And a Raider 1st down.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
47 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. On 1st down, here's Stroud. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They work now on 2nd and 9. Stroud sets up the play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's low. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. And quickly they get to the line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back to throw now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll set up a throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And 3 yards to go.
Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Nichols.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Into the hands of Nichols.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Nichols. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
7-yard pickup.
2nd and 3. And he's got it.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
They'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Michael Pittman.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Now a toss going left. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league.